Hey everybody, welcome to another Paint the Edge Up, where I teach you to make a cool painting in about an hour and I get a little drunk doing it. Today we are painting this right here. I call it the old Moonlit Mountain. Pretty good one. I like this one. It's kind of fun to make too, so... okay. I'm going to tell you what you need for this painting. And also, if you haven't already, like, share, follow, subscribe. If you search Paint the Edge Off, you'll find me. But yeah, do all that, and I'm going to tell you what you're going to need for this painting. Oh, also, I'm gonna give away a free giveaway painting like I do with all my classes. All I gotta do is answer my subjective trivia question first in the comments, and I'll send you a free painting, okay? So today what you're gonna need is, you'll need a canvas. I use 16 by 20 canvases, but feel free to use a different size if you want. You can make this painting, in any size, but my measurements are gonna be for a 16 by 20 canvas. I've also got an easel, okay? Nice easel. If you don't have an easel, you can lay your painting down flat on a table or something. That works too. I've also got paper towels. I have a water cup that I'm going to wash my brushes out. Filled up pretty high because this is acrylic paint, and acrylic paint is water-based. So you need water to mix in with it. I've also got a little water cup. There's a little tiny bit of water in there, and that's going to be for some splatters later, okay? So we'll use that later. But you need a second cup with just a little bit of water in it. Okay, I've also got a blow dryer, so I can dry my painting layers nice and fast. I've also got whiskey, okay? I've got some paper plates I use for my palette. Feel free to use whatever you want for your palette, but I like paper plates because they're easy. And then I've got some tools here, okay? So I've got a Sharpie, okay? I can draw some stuff in with that. And then I've got a couple pieces of chalk. I got some blue chalk and some orange chalk. All right, and then I've got my 4 brushes. I've got my big flat brush, my medium flat brush, my medium round brush, and my little baby round brush, okay? Those are my 4 brushes. I'm going to put them bristle down in my water cup, leave them there anytime I'm not using them. And then paint colors. We've got white, we've got black, we've got phthalo blue, we've got violet, also known as purple. I've got a light yellow, and I've got a raw sienna, okay? Raw sienna is kind of like a tan. Yellow ochre would work for that as well. And yeah, I think that's everything. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take a shot and get going. Okay, cheers. Ha. Okay. All right. Introduction spiel done. Shot. Uno. Uno. That's Spanish for one. Okay. So what we want to do here is... Hold on, I'm going to move this over so this isn't distracting. What we want to do first is take our Sharpie and think back to when you're a little kid and just draw your favorite animal. Okay, maybe I'm going to draw a turtle. Right, and here's his shell. There's his little turtle head. Alright, and then there's his little turtle legs, There's a little turtle tail, there's little turtle legs. Alright. So start off with your favorite childhood animal, okay, and draw that in. Okay, then I'm going to get a big plate full of black paint, okay? And then I'm going to take my big brush out of my water cup, I'm going to tap it off a little bit. And I'm going to start by stirring my water with my black paint. Okay, once I've got this all stirred in, we're gonna go ahead and just paint right over this, okay? Because our childhood is over, and we'll never get back to that. Okay, so we're just gonna paint right over our favorite animal, because we don't because that turtle is dead now. That turtle, when I was a little kid, is probably dead by now. So that's how we're going to start the painting off, okay? That's very nice. So I'm just going to take some black, and I'm just going to start filling this sucker in, okay? Not doing anything real technical here. I'm just taking black paint, and I am painting my canvas black. All black. To think that those old songs still ring. So here we go. Let's see, how's everybody doing out there? How are we doing? Hope everybody's doing good. Another happy Wednesday. Get some painting done. You know, our childhood animal may be dead, but still lives on in our hearts. We still know it's behind this blackness that is our life now, you know. We still have that memory. Okay, getting there. This is a technique known as staccato, which I believe Leonardo da Vinci created, where it's called painting the whole painting black. And the masters created this. It's really technical. You take black paint and you put it on your brush and you just slop it on your painting and you just brush it back and forth until your whole canvas is black. It's pretty difficult. Good luck. You know, it's pretty hard to do, so if you're a beginner, good luck. No, but we're just gonna paint this black, and there's our first step, okay? First step done, painted black. I'm gonna go ahead and paint my side edges while I'm here. I wonder if this is... Check something. Okay, so that's our first step. We paint our canvas black, then we'll blow dry, and we'll keep going, okay? I worry all the time. How's everybody doing out there? How's your Wednesday? Is it going good? Going well? I'm having an okay Wednesday. Slept in pretty late today. That was great. Could be worse. It could be worse. Okay, so there we go. That's step one done. We're gonna blow dry. I'm gonna take a shot, and we're gonna keep going. Okay. Okay, so I think we'll blow dry, do our trivia question while we're blow drying, and then we'll keep going. Okay. Take me. Hold on, my blow dryer's not working. Is everything gonna break today? Ugh, plug it, make sure it's plugged in. Might have to get another blow dryer. Alright, hold on, let me go get another blow dryer, see if that'll work. Hold on. Be right back. Alright, let's see if this one works better. There we go. I think my other blow dryer just died. Okay, so anyway, back to blow drying. Oh yeah, this is a good one. This one's high powered. Okay, so let's take a shot, okay? Cheers. Ah. Oh. Okay, if you want to win a free painting, today's trivia question is, what is the best Gatorade flavor? Is it A, red, B, blue, C, light blue, D, yellow, E, magenta, F, mauve, G, green, or H, cookies and cream? All right, that's your trivia question for today. Give it a guess. Okay, we're going to get this dry, and then we're going to kind of draw on a little horizon line, then we'll probably do our back, well, we will do our background. And, yeah, we'll do our background, then we'll splatter some stars. Let's see. Well, here comes Philip. Hi, Philip. Hasn't interacted with me all day, but then I start doing my painting stream and he wants to come in and hang out. Philip, what are you doing? What are you doing, kitty? Alright, that's enough blow drying, okay? Okay, let's keep going. I think I took a second shot, right? I should count that. Okay, so next thing we want to do is we want to take our chalk. Okay, we can take our chalk and draw on our paint and it'll dry. Watch out, Philip. We're going to draw a line across. Let's go a little below halfway. Let's say this is somewhere about halfway. Let's drop down a little bit. Let's just draw a line right across here, okay? There's our horizon. What is that, halfway? I don't know. That seems... Maybe I could drop it down just a touch. There we go. Okay. Philip, what are you doing? Okay, there we go. We have our horizon line. Let's draw in some stuff in our sky, okay? Let's take a new plate. Let's get some purple and white. Yes, Philip. Alright, lots of purple, lots of white. And then let's take our big brush. Make sure we wash it out. Okay, we don't want any black mixed in right now. We want to just clean brush. Alright, now what I like to do is start with my dark colors, like my purple. Get my water all mixed in with my purple paint. Once I get that mixed in, I'm going to start in my sky. And I'm going to start at the top in the darker area, and I'll kind of work my way down. I'll add some white. Fill up. Alright, you're being sweet. What? Okay, here we go. Black, purple paint. What I'm going to do here is I'm just going to take this up in the sky. I'm going to start like this. Brush it real wide. And I'm going to bring this down. Go ahead and bring it down to my horizon line there. I'm doing this a little different than previous times I've painted this. Just to try some different stuff. But here we go. We've got this painted. And now that purple by itself, kind of transparent. Let's go ahead and take some white, mix that with our purple. Now we're going to start down here. Philip, that's enough, Philip. I know, I see you. Now's not the time for pets, Philip. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna start brushing this in like so. I'm gonna start working my way up. As I go, I'll just grab a little bit more purple, and we can kind of blend some of that in. So let's start light purple, go up. Hopefully it blends in with some of my purple I already have. But if not, let's just take some more purple here, and let's just blend that in with some of my light purple. Alright, and I just kind of go back and forth so I get a nice blend going on. Alright, don't overwork it. I might take some more purple. And maybe I can go back down to my light color. Just let it kind of blend. Sometimes I just take some water. Hey, looky there. There's this little sky. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's go back to our light purple here. Start with our light purple, like we did here. And let's just go this way. Let's go ahead and start going like this. I'm gonna turn my brush on that skinny side, so I'm not holding it wide. Turn it like this, so I can make skinny lines. Fill up, fill up. It's about enough, Philip. I know. Ow, God. Okay. Let's go ahead and bring some of this light purple down like so. I feel like I need to mix a lot of water. It's kind of rough. That'll give me a real rough texture. Lots of water help it go nice and smooth. Here we go. Alright, now I'm going to take some more purple here, get some darker purples now. And let's put some of that in. Down here at the bottom, I want to get a little bit darker purple. You know, let's put some out here as well. Don't leave out the sides too much. In fact, the sides should probably have more, really, if I'm thinking about it. Philip, that's enough, Philip. Okay, and then maybe I could just take scrape some of this off and just get just purple by itself. Even give my brush a little bit of a wash, okay? Give it a little bit of a wash, alright? And let's get just some purple paint by itself. Oh, yes. Purple paint. Okay. Now let's add some just dark purples. You try to keep these more towards the bottom part, because it's kind of reflecting the dark parts up here, so it should be down there. Philip, I think I've explained myself a few times that now's not a good time for pets, okay? I think I've made myself clear, Philip. Don't have time to pet you right now, okay? Okay, there we go. We've got some water. Let's go ahead and wash our brush. And let's give it a little blow dry. Actually, I don't think we need to blow dry. Next, we're going to splatter some paint, make some stars in the sky. Okay, let's take a shot, too. Philip? He doesn't listen very well. Ah! Alright. Shot 3. Okay, let me move my stuff around and we're gonna do some splattering, okay? Get a little splattering done, okay? Alright, I'm gonna get everything moved out of the way. Can't I, girl, what you want? Okay, let's see. Get this, put this here. This. Okay, let's put this down here. Yeah. Okay, and let's turn our little camera on. Little bird's eye view camera. Kaboom. There it is. Okay, now, I've got my water cup here. Just got a little bit of water in it. Okay, just a little bit there. Let's take a bunch of white. Okay, and I'm gonna take, I'm gonna use my round brush. You could use your round, your flat, whatever brush you want, really. But I'm gonna start by stirring that up. Getting that nice and thick white paint. Once you stir this, you want to get to a certain thickness. How you can tell is kind of how much is dripping. That's dripping really watery. So I want to mix up probably more white in this. And keep stirring. You want it to be like a thick milkshake. Mmm, milk. Look, we're mixing milk. Don't drink this. Not good for you. I think it is non-toxic, but I don't think you want to drink plastic. I think acrylic paint is basically plastic. Okay, that's still pretty watery. More white paint. All right, we're just gonna keep stirring. Okay, now it's getting nice thick. Yeah. Okay, now it's dripping a lot thicker. You can kind of see the drips. This camera's not very good. But anyway, it's dripping a lot thicker. It's not dripping as it's not as watery. So now I can go ahead and start sprinkling some stars. Now what I like to do is kind of tap off a couple times because the first ones are huge. I kind of like to start. See, that one's already pretty big. Well, let's start up here at the top. Put a lot up here. And honestly, this is about all you need to do. And then there'll be some that kind of splatter down in here. But I don't really need to go down there too much. Let's just put most of them up here at the top, and then the little residual ones will kind of end up down there. Okay, one more time. Let's do some in the water now. It's a reflection of the sky. So I'm going to start again down at the bottom. And then there'll be some that splatter up. Yeah, see? There we go. And that's really all we need to do for that. And now we blow dry again. Okay, so blow dry again. And this might take a minute because we want all these thick white blobs of paint here that are stars to be nice and dry before we move on. So we kind of got to take a minute to blow dry. And yeah, let's go ahead and take a shot while we're waiting. I don't know. Hope everybody's doing well out there. I've been working like a dog. It's nice to have a day off. Cheers to day off. Let's see, some pointless information while we wait. Okay, that's about enough. Jesus Christ. Let's see. Today is James Franco's birthday. Who gives a shit, right? Hayden Christensen's birthday. Who gives a shit? The guy who ruined Darth Vader for everyone. Hayden Christensen. Remember how Darth Vader used to be cool before him? And now you look at him like, oh, you're just like, I don't know. So you were just a bitch whenever you were a kid? Okay. Alright. It's also Lauren Gray's birthday. I don't know who that is. I guess she's a singer. I don't know. It's also National North Dakota Day. It's National Amaretto Day. It's National Hanging Out Day. It's National Garlic Day, National Banana Day, and National Oklahoma City Bombing Day. Alright, yeah, so when you think April 19th, you either think, hey, it's National Banana Day or it's National Oklahoma City Bombing Day. I'm from, like, Southwest Missouri, Joplin, Oklahoma City bombing. I remember that. I mean, I remember hearing about it when I was a kid. It's a pretty big deal. Sad. Awful sad. Truly. Man, this camera really is not, like, focusing at all. It's like... Huh. Well, what are you gonna do? Look how different the colors look on this camera. Just different camera. Like I sit here and mess with the colors on this camera, my main camera, so much to get them right. This is how bad it looks with just a normal camera if you don't change anything. This is just a regular, like, I don't know, $50 webcam or something. So, you know, it's not top of the line or anything, but it is wild how shitty colors look. How inaccurate colors are, you know, like... Okay, let's see, that might be dry enough. I think that's dry enough. Okay, we're gonna go back. Let's keep moving back normal style. Here we go. Okay. Let me rearrange my setup here again. We should probably take one more shot, too. If we're being honest, we should probably take one more shot. Just to be, you know, safe, okay? Wonder if my thing's gonna let me getting about sick of all this technological. Oh no, everything's just it's so hard to get. Everything's just been not working today. Huh. It's just not gonna let me do it. Okay. Alright. Okay, so let's see. What was I doing? Okay, let's take our chalk. You know, maybe orange chalk will show up better on the purple than blue. I'm gonna draw my mountain, okay? So let's redraw in our little horizon line. So I'm gonna redraw that in about right here. There's our horizon line. Okay, then I'm gonna go up maybe 2 fingers or so. You know, it doesn't have to be the same on each side, so I'm not even gonna worry about the other side, but I'm gonna start here. And I'm gonna make maybe a little... Oh, Philip's back. Hi, Philip. Sometimes you gotta grind off the dry layer on top. Okay, there's a mountain. Look at that. One other thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna draw in our little grass plains down here. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and draw a nice big one right there. That one's in front. I can draw another one here. Boom! Look at that. Okay, now let's go back. Let's go back to our big brush and our black paint, and let's fill some of this back in black. Okay, back in black. All right, big brush. Get some black paint on there. And you know, let's take our black and let's just start filling it in. Okay, just gonna fill it in. Now you could try to go around these areas, you could tape them off down in here, but when you start splattering everything, it's just kind of hard to keep it all out of those edges, out of those spaces, so I like to just kind of paint it, and then I just paint back in the black spots, you know, like this. Because you kind of want, the whole idea of this paint is there's behind everything there's a black, it's kind of black underneath everything, right? And that's kind of what shows through the whole painting, that's kind of makes it look cool. Okay, just gonna fill this in black. Mix a lot of water in with your black paint. More than, not a ton, but you know, more than a lot of other colors. I mix a little bit more black water with my black paint. Okay, it's hot in here, sweating. Okay, let's take some black paint, let's paint over this stuff. Paint this all black. Take black paint. If some of these other colors, like my white silhouette's mixing, I'm just going to take enough black to overpower the white, you know? And just be like, hey, there we go. I'm not going to sit here. Boom. Okay, there we go. Look at that. Let's take one more shot, okay? One more shot. Oh, shot cat. That's Spanish for 4, I think. Okay, all right, let's take our chalk again. Let's go up here and draw on our moon. Now, what I like to do for the moon, man, I really fudged up. I didn't get half the stuff I needed for this. Philip, please. Please, Philip. Let's see, why don't I just take, I can just take a roll of duct tape. Is that too big? It's a little big, but you know what? Let's just have a big moon. Living. Here's my moon. I like to take a solo cup. Either the bottom or the top, whichever size you like better. But I forgot to get an extra one. I just had the one for my water cup. Well, I'm just gonna go in here. I'm just gonna trace this. You know, close enough, right? Whatever. Okay, let's take our little medium flat brush now. One we haven't used this one yet. Alright, let's get a new plate, get some white paint on it. Alright, let's take some white paint, stir our little brush in there. Alright, I'm just going to take some white paint, I'm going to fill in my moon. Now, my suggestion here, whenever you do your first layer of your moon, is, you know, don't worry about it. It doesn't be perfectly round at first. You know, this is just your first layer. We're going to go back into this once, or maybe a second or third time, you know, so this is just your first layer. Just try to get as close as you can to that line. If you mess up the shape a little bit, I wouldn't sit there and stress about it all day long, because what'll end up happening is you'll fix one side, then you go, oh no, now this side's kind of out of whack. Now, oh, now this side, oh crap, that's really thick. Okay. And then you keep going and going and going, and you kind of just making this crazy giant shaped moon, right? So, or a circle, whatever shape, whatever you're drawing, if it's a circle. God damn it, see, like that, I fucked that up. Okay, yeah, what am I gonna do? Maybe I can try to wipe, nah, it's not gonna work. Just gonna be a terrible looking moon for right now. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry. Come back to that. It's also good as you paint, whenever you start messing things up, just to start thinking about, okay, how am I gonna BS my way out of this? Okay, maybe the moon is a crazy moon. Maybe it's the moon from what was that game, Majora's Mask, that Zelda game where the moon is crazy looking. Maybe it's some kind of horror movie moon that looks just different, you know. Just come with some BS to explain why it looks like that, you know. Okay, one more shot. We're gonna blow dry, and we'll do some trivia question in a minute. All right, cheers. Uno, dos, tres, cat, sank? Sank. Shot sank. That's Spanish for shot 5. Okay, blow dry. Trivia question one more time if you want to win a free painting. Today's trivia question is: what is the best Gatorade flavor? Is it A, red, B, blue, C, light blue, D, yellow, E, magenta, F, mauve, G, green, or H, cookies and cream? Give it a guess if you want to win a painting. Oh, sheesh. Oh, this is going to be dry pretty quick. What's been going on? I don't know. I'm trying to think here. I don't know. I have a new idea for an app. It's called Fat Chat. But I'm afraid it might be used for inappropriate things, so maybe that's not a good idea. Let's see. My friend went and saw the Mario movie with his daughter. And you know, he went and saw a Mario movie with his daughter, and I think that's the right way to go see it, with a child, you know. I don't know. I don't want to get back into Mario. Yeah, just movies. Movies bug me, I guess, just because, I don't know. Most movies suck. Okay, let's keep going. Let's take some blue paint. Let's get some blue paint on our plate. let's get our, I'm gonna use, you could use your round brush or your flat brush. I like the flat brush. So I'm gonna take that, give it a little swoosh. Get some blue and white mixed in here, okay? Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with kind of my light blue colors. I'm gonna kind of go in and decide, I'm just gonna kind of make some textures on my mountain here to kind of show, make it look like a mountain. Now, how do you do that? How do you do that, Joel? You may be asking. Well, what I like to do first is think about where the moonlight's hitting it. If I imagine the light is coming from here, I'm just gonna go ahead and use this as a light source because it's easy. So let's go ahead and start there. Let's say, okay, there's some light, right? Maybe leave that a little, there's a little bump there. Maybe I just put on this side. Oh, maybe then over here, it's starting to go down. Right? So that kind of, good way to start. On this side over here, I would put it on the left side of these. Right? I can kind of make that a little higher there. Okay, so there we go. That's maybe a good place to start, right? Now, there's a couple ways to do this. I kind of like to just kind of make a little rough, straight up and down or straight left and right, and just kind of use the, and if I use it real light, it kind of fades off. You get this light kind of gradient effect to it. You know, and then I could go ahead and say, okay, there's another top of a mountain right there. But what you want to do is just kind of keep this kind of separate from where what, you know, mountainsides are separate from where the black areas are. You gotta kind of imagine where the black areas are, right? Okay, okay. Maybe there's another one there. I'm just gonna basically give it a little bit of texture like that, okay? And just by nature, it just kind of starts looking a little bit more like a edge or a rock cliff, you know, just by having these straight brush strokes that kind of fade off, you know? So maybe I could do some that are here. I'll just go ahead and draw this side of this mountain, right? Maybe have some going straight down. Maybe some go straight over. And hey, look at that. It kind of looks like a mountainside. Maybe down here I kind of have a little bit more of a kind of a flat spot at the bottom. Kind of flat bottom, okay? Let's draw a big one here. Kind of like doing this up, down, left, right thing. It just kind of gives me the feel of like a rock, you know? Really not too hard there. What's up, Johnny? Johnny, you want to hear the trivia question? If you do, just let me know. So yeah, this is how we're going to kind of build this up. Bring some lines straight down, maybe straight across. Now here's a good idea. Now look, I can't see. Imagine there's a black side of this mountain. I can make a little line above that. Alright, oh, now we really can see that mountainside. Oh. There you go. Alright, and that's how we're going to do this. Okay, just kind of straight down, left, right, up, down. Do these straight brush strokes. Okay, Johnny, you asked for it. Here's the trivia question, okay? Give me 1 second. I'm just doing work on this mountainside for a minute. Hey, you remember that band, The Twos? What a joke, right? Okay. Alright, today's trivia question, Johnny, is, what is the best Gatorade flavor? Is it A, red, B, blue, C, light blue, D, yellow, E, magenta, F, mauve, G, green, or H, cookies and cream? That's your trivia question for today. Give her a guess. Yeah, frick them. Oh, I'm Isaac. Oh, I've been a great friend to you since 6th grade. Oh, I'm Isaac. Yeah, actually, I haven't heard from him in forever. He's probably off doing God knows what. Last time I talked to him, he was like a pilot. Before that, he had the drone, you know, thinking about doing photography. Remember in college, he kind of dropped out of college with like 18 hours left to be a chiropractor. It's just always one thing with him. Then last time I heard, he's like a pilot. So by now, he's probably what is he now? He's probably like a trapeze artist now. if I had to guess, I would guess that Isaac's a trapeze artist now. That's what he's doing right now. And then next month he'll probably be like a NASCAR driver or something. Red. You think he's moved on from being a pilot? Why do you say that? Because, hey, do you want to see an AI-generated selfie? Everyone does these selfies, you know, from AI. Here's one from me. Uh-huh. That's an AI-generated selfie. J Money told you that. I saw J Money the other day. He came into Old Woodstone. Okay, so back to painting. I'm gonna take my light purple. Now I'm gonna add some purples in here, okay? Let's add some of that perp, you know? Maybe I'll put some perps more, kind of down in the deeper, the darker of the light spots. So maybe here's where it's dropping off, getting a little lighter. Or sorry. Here's my light areas. When they drop down into my dark sections, I can kind of add some of this in there. How bad could it be? Did J Money tell you what he's doing now, though? Insurance salesman. Yeah. Pretty exciting. Exciting stuff. I heard he's a water boy for the Tennessee Titans now. Whatever he's doing, I bet he's great at it. Okay, let's put some purples down here. Oh, look at our mountain. Give him an ask. Ask him up. Now, we're not done with our mountain. Let's take a little black, okay? Let's go back to our black. You ought to be playing music. You're right, you should be playing music. Like, oh, what's the great thing I did that everyone loved and was awesome? Music? Don't have time for that. I better become a snake wrangler. Hey, how about I train turtles to race? That's what I'll do. That'll make Mama proud. He'd always say that. He'd say, I just want to make Mama proud. And I was always like, weird, okay. I was always like, why? Okay, you're always saying that. And he'd be like, well, just want to make Mama proud, you know? I'd be like, okay, I guess. I mean, I guess so. Alright, so now I'm going to take some black. Paint back in some of these areas, right? Maybe this is getting a little carried away. I need to pick some black back over that, you know? Maybe I could kind of go like this. Maybe here's a good black area. Okay, so there we go. Kind of got some of our mountains set back in, right? Well, good. Look at us. That's awesome. Let's take one more shot, though, okay? This is an AI-generated selfie, okay? Cash machine, cash machine. Oh, yeah, it is cool if you have a mom and all. I'll tell you, it's sweet having a mom, Johnny. Okay, so we did that. Let's put some greenery in here, huh? Let's do that. Let's go back to our play with blue and white, and let's add some yellow to it. So you kind of imagine these areas, you know, you paint them in, you paint the light sided. If you get carried away with the light side, it's okay, because then you can go back with black and kind of paint the dark side back in. So it's a process. If you need to do that a few times, do it. I think I might do my round brush for this. Let's take our round brush. Let's take yellow and blue. Johnny, I know you tried to talk about how you don't have a mom or something, but you're not going to get me, okay? I'm not going to fall for it. I bet your mom's alive and well, isn't she? You're just trying to yank at our heartstrings, huh? Not going to work, Johnny. I don't have a soul. Joke's on you, I'm dead inside. Okay, let's take our green paint Apparently Isaac is a flight school instructor. Oh, really? Who are you who's your inside man that you're talking to? That you're getting this inside information from? You got a man on the inside? What's going on? Okay, let's take green paint. Let's go ahead and start up here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna start kind of real loose. I'm just gonna kind of flick my wrist real loose, right? Kind of same thing. We're thinking, you know, kind of lighter at the top. Imagine the lights hitting this, you know, field of dreams here. Very light. Really, the wispier and crazier you get, the more natural it looks. Less man-made. So I would just try to not try hard at that spot. JS. Oh, J Money. Sorry. Wait, is that Brasher or what's the other one? The taller guy, he came into Woodstone the other day. I saw him the other day. Okay, there we go. There's some green. Wow, look at us. Let's take some more yellow. Let's make ourselves a nice light green, okay? More yellow to our mixture. And a little bit of, maybe take a little bit of white. Let's take a little touch of white. Now we got ourselves a nice, very light green, okay? Very light. Lighter than lime green, a pastel green almost. Oh. No, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna go in here, I'm just gonna kind of flick my wrist, right? I'm not really touching it all that much. I'm just kind of, and you know, you'll probably have your own technique. Some people like to dab. You can try dabbing. Whatever works for you, but I'm gonna put this kind of more at the top. Definitely across the top, and then in here. Just gonna spread it around, you know, just spread it around, you know, like you spread around your schmear on your bagel. Spread it around like you spread around COVID in 2020, you know? Constantly no mask, coughing in each other's faces. Spread around that yellow just like that, okay? Alright, there we go. There's some greeneries down there. Look at us. Wow. Well, we're not done, but we could take another shot, just for fun. Oh, Johnny, tell me a new idea for an app called Fap Chat? It's gonna be good, it's gonna be big. Ah. Shot 7. Shot... Set. That's Spanish for 7. Okay, let's go back into our moon again. Let's go back to the moon. Unfortunately, we need to go back to the moon. It's... this moon. Okay. Alright, you know, I'm not going to stress about the moon. You know, it's one of those things, when you're painting it, you think it's the end of the world if it's just a little oblong, you know, but... really, after a while, you look back and it's like, really not that bad. Like, I really thought this was terrible. And I just looked at it again, I'm like, yeah, it's not that bad. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. Now, let's take some white paint. What we're going to do is we're going to fill this thing back in with white. Second layer here. Alright, let's fill this in. Alright, and I'm not going to stress about it, okay? I'm not going to stress about it. Okay? Not stressing. Not gonna stress. Okay? Okay, I kind of fucked that up. But you know what? No problemo. Okay? That's Spanish for no problem. Alright, let's just fill this thing in. Shit. But you know what? Hey, that's... it may be no bueno, which is Spanish for no good. But, I'm El Fino, which is actually Hebrew for, just fine. Damn it. You know what? It's okay. You know, maybe this moon's just not meant to be... You know, if I were you, I would maybe be a little more... You know, you could mask things up, or actually I could just take another color and kind of trim this back up later. But it's kind of hard whenever you have different colors gradient in here. So I get that. Well, I'm gonna try one more time just to kind of get it. I'm gonna go one time. Put some effort into it here. Really focus. And I cut mine off too. Boy, that'll help when I listen. I can make you put your phone down. Baby, we don't need it. When you get a text message, act like you don't see it. I can make you. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it. I'm not gonna sit here and mess it. I would have to make it bigger. Just gonna leave it, okay? And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take a little bit of black paint. So you have kind of a gray color here. Phone down. And here's what I'm gonna do. Maybe a little bit more black, give it a little bit darker gray. Give ourselves a kind of a nice medium gray. Not only too dark, but you know, even a medium gray looks really dark next to white paint, right? So let's make yourself a nice medium gray. Take a little paper towel here. Put your phone down. Alright, let's take it, swat up a paper towel. If you have a sponge might work too. Let's take a little bit of paper towel here. And I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of start dabbing it in. Oh wait, you know what I should do before that? Take my gray, and let's put, you know, maybe a little... I try to go all the way edge, but I wouldn't even worry about that. There's a little white edge around it, you know, you could read as maybe, you know, part of, you know, shine around the moon or something. There's a little bit of that, right? Now I take my wadded up paper towel and I dab it in my gray. And look at that, now I've got some little crater looking things, right? Phone down. Make it put phone down. There we go. Look at that. We've got a nice looking moon now. Wow, how awesome. Let's take another shot. Cheers, everybody. I can make you put your phone down. Ah. Yeah. Okay. Ah. Hey, by the way, guys, today is National Garlic Day. Look at this guy. He got some big old garlic. So that's National Garlic Day. Congratulations to this guy, the Garlic King. King of Garlic. How happy he is. Had to share that picture. Everyone's doing the AI, you know, AI generated art selfies. I did one, and this is what it came up with. Not as cool as most people's, but I don't know. Do I have that much gray in my beard? I guess I do. I don't know what that blue spot. I mean, I guess that's kind of like, it reminds me of that girl on Guardians of the Galaxy, the blue girl, you know, that's got all the different. She's like all robot kind of. Maybe that's what it is. Or maybe I just have like a huge bruise on my cheek. Maybe there's like blood's not getting to my cheek or something, you know, and or I have cancer of the cheek, you know. So there's that. And then as always, this is a monkey with a banana on his head. So that's good. Okay, well, let's keep going here. Let's take some white paint. I'm gonna go back to my medium flat brush. I'm gonna give it a little washing. Make sure it's got, I think I had some gray on there, so let's wash that out. Okay, now we can take some of this and let's just get some white paint. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some little highlights on my little mountain here, okay? Now I don't want a ton of paint, just a little bit of paint. You don't have to really load it up, but kind of get it, you know, we want to stir your water in. But after that, just kind of, you know, get a little paint. Oh man, I think I got a lot of water still. Okay. And I'm gonna kind of take this and put some little white areas in some areas. Very light. I'm gonna put it in real light on this one. Just kind of on some edges, maybe some little top edges there. Wherever I feel like I might want some. I can kind of spread it around. Maybe there's a little edge there I want to put in, or right here, or wherever. Oh man, what have I been doing though? I've been watching, man, actually, I started watching Dragon Ball, the original Dragon Ball. And I was like, trying to watch it, I don't know. I got Crunchyroll because I'm like, oh, here's a couple animes I kind of want to watch. Well, I don't know, none of them are just on there for free, so I just finally was like, fuck it, I just got the subscription. And I've been watching Dragon Ball, the first one. It's so much better cartoon, like things actually happen, it's fun, it's a lot more cartoony, it's kind of, lots of hijinks, pretty silly. But there's a lot of baby dick in it, because Gohan's like a little 10-year-old or 11-year-old kid, but it's naked and it shows his dick like all the time. It's weird. A little weird. Other than that though, good show. I mean, it's still okay, I guess. It's just like, it's a very vague drawing of a baby dick, but it does show a baby's dick a lot in Dragon Ball, so that's interesting. That's interesting to me. Okay, let's take some white paint and let's do some little, let's put some thin little lines like this. I'm kind of imagining... Actually, you know what I should do is I should put it... You know, I'm just gonna put it in here. Who cares? Just kind of... Maybe down here I'll make it a little thicker, like this is kind of where the moon is. A reflection of the moon, right? Right? There we go, little white parts of the moon. Now I could also put some little random white spots in the water, kind of like reflections of the white or the blue, you know, the whites on the mountain here. Wanna tell him, just can't tell him how I feel. I'm also gonna take some blues and maybe some purples back in here. Wanna tell him how I feel. Let's take some blues, you know. I kind of go back on top of my purples. Leave some of these black areas with the stars showing through. Like these are kind of waves, you know, waves in the water that you can kind of see. But on top of these purple spots, especially, I like to paint over a lot of these little white dots. Baby, listen, baby. And maybe I'll throw in some more purple back in, right? Wash my brush out a little bit. Go back to this purple plate. Probably have to mix up some new things. It's probably dried out, but... get some of this darker purple that we used in the mountain there. And maybe now we go back and put some of this back over. I like to cover up a lot of these little stars. Kind of takes away from the illusion. Only in the purple spots, though. I like to see them show through in the black areas, but, you know, there's a lot of spots in here we can kind of cover up. Hey, and there we go. Look, we're getting, you know, it's a little crazy down here. Let's cover up a lot of that. That's a little crazy down there, you know. Maybe some of this. Let's cover that up. A little crazy there. Okay, you know, I think that's pretty good. I think we can blow dry for a minute. Do our tree, and I think we'll be done. So let's blow dry, and, you know, we'll blow dry, and we'll paint some trees back in. Fuck it, let's take a quick shot, and let's just start doing our tree. Now, what you'd want to do is draw all these limbs in. Let's say, you know, hey, here's kind of our little moon, our little tree area, right? We go, oh, there's a little branch, right? We're going to draw these branches in. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to draw them on, because I've done this painting like 100 times. Sorry if you're following along. Look, okay, fine, I'll draw them in, okay? Alright, fine. Fine, you talked me into it. Let's see, there's a limb. Oh, excuse me. Okay, you know what you guys should do? Look up the video of Matthew Stafford his rookie year whenever he played, like, I think it was the Browns. And he was playing like Brady Quinn, I think, and they were both rookies. And at the end of the game, he like breaks his shoulder comes out of place or something, right? And Stafford's on the ground, right? Well, he's mic'd up, right? So they have a mic on him when it's happening. And he gets tackled and gets crushed to the ground. His shoulder gets popped out of place, right? And he goes, "Whoa!" Whoa! It's so terrifying, but it's also just like, it's sad. It's like, oh my god, like you feel it when you hear it. But then also after, because I've seen it like 1,000 times because I'm a Detroit Lions fan and I've seen all those highlights a billion times, but now it's kind of funny. Just the noise, like, oh! Whoa! It's great. It's pretty great. So, you know, treat yourself to that. Okay, let's take our brush. I'm taking my flat brush. Get black paint. It's covered in, it's all wet and covered in paint. It annoys me. Okay, let's get that wiped off. Okay, so take your paint. Now I'm gonna stir my water, and then after that I might scrape it off to kind of get some of that. It's not so thick. Thick brush. I'm gonna lay it down, pull it through, flip it over, pull it through. So kind of keep it flat. I'm trying to make it as flat as possible. Okay. I'm gonna start by just kind of tracing those lines in. I'm gonna do this every time. I'm gonna just like get a little bit more paint on my brush, flatten it back out. Do these as thin as I can. I can go back and make them thicker later, but right now, I want to make them nice and thin, okay? Hey, let's add one there. Hey, why not? Hey, you know what? This is your painting, okay? You treat this however you want, okay? This is your painting and no one can tell you how to make a painting. No one can tell you where your tree branches go, okay? Hey, there we go. Hey, there we go. Oh, hey, look at that. So I'm gonna start thin and I'll go back and I'll make them a little thicker when they get closer to the base. You know, they're always thinner when they on the edge, and then they get a little thicker when they get back, you know, or when they're, you know, closer to the tree trunk, if that makes sense, I guess. So I'm gonna go through and make a whole bunch of these little tree branches. And yeah, pretty, I don't know what else to say about it, you know, that's what I'm doing. You know what else, you know what drives me nuts? I don't know why I just saw this, but like, yeah, that phrase, like, I did a thing, it's getting out of control. I don't really, it's kind of annoying me now. First of all, look, like 10 plus years ago, when It's Always Sunny had the episode where they, you know, hogtie and kidnap the guy who wrote a bad review about their bar, and they go, and Charlie comes in and goes, "Hey guys, I did something," and he kidnapped a guy, right? And it was like, oh, you didn't just do something, you kidnapped something. So then the idea, and I know it's gone, it's right bigger than just Sunny, but like, I think that was a good early example of it. And then it just became this thing where it's like, I did a thing, and it's like, you know, you made a huge decision. And the irony, the joke is that, like, oh, it's not just you did a thing, it's... The joke is like, oh, you did a huge thing. It was, you made a huge, this life-changing decision, right? But here's the annoying thing, is now... people are just like, I did a thing! And they just, like, bought a TV or something, and it's like, okay, yeah, you did a thing. That's not like a joke. People just start repeating stuff because they think it's like a joke without really getting why it's a joke. They just see things and repeat it and think that everyone's gonna think it's funny. You know, it's like, I did a thing is funny if it's like, oh, I adopted a child. Oh, I just did a thing. You didn't just do a thing, you adopted a child. But it's like, oh, hey, I did a thing. I bought a new litter box for my cat. Like, yeah, that is just a thing. Who gives a shit? That's not like, you know, not, I don't know. It's just another one of those things that just, people people say it and then people just repeat it and think that they're cool or something, and it annoys the fuck out of me. Okay, you know, I'm gonna take a shot. Let me just take a quick shot. Let me just quick shot it. Quick shot, I'll calm down. Cheers to everybody who's still watching. If you're still watching and making this painting, I salute you. I might blow dry these black paint of the in here for a minute and let that get nice and dry. But, you know, after every layer dries faster than the first layer, so at this point, it's probably drying pretty quick. It's a little, I mean, I can barely feel it being kind of tacky, but it's pretty much dry already, so shouldn't have to wait too long to dry that. Uno, dos, tres. Can't say. Si, sep, Nina? What's 9 in Spanish? I don't know Spanish. If you haven't been able to tell by now, I don't actually know Spanish. I was lying. I don't actually know Spanish. Believe it or not, this guy doesn't know Spanish. I don't know any other languages. I took French, but in high school, my French teacher was insane. She, like, literally, she was crazy. And she always go, "Hey, hi, Jacques." You had to pick a French name, you know. So I picked Jacques because my name's Joel, and I'm like, I guess it's a J name. I don't know. Joel wasn't in there. I don't know. There's no Joel. The closest thing to Joel of the names I could pick from were Jacques. Just go, Jacques, Jacques. They'd be like, hey, stop stabbing that person. Like, whatever she said, she was like super. She'd always be smiling, even when you could tell she was like livid. You know, stop. Everyone, stop destroying the classroom. Jacques, Jacques. Okay, so this lady was. I think she actually lived in France for a while. What was her name? Miss. I think her name was Miss French. I swear to God. I swear to God her name was Miss French. Oh my God. Forgot about some of this. Oh, she was... Okay. She gambled. She was a professional poker player. She gambled as a professional poker player, and she rapped. She had a whole... She made, like, rap songs in French. That chick was crazy. We would just... It was... That class was so insane. Because she just was so not in control of the class at all. Because she wasn't in control of herself. She was an insane person. I remember one time, I got this from my older brother-in-law, but we did it too, as we saw how many times we could walk around the classroom before she'd tell us to stop. I don't know, my friend walked around the classroom like 28 times, and then she finally was like, I don't know, another French name. I don't remember what his French name was. It was probably like, Pierre? Pierre? Oh, French class. Anyway, I don't remember that. And then in college I took French, and I had this smoke show of a... Oh my God, that French teacher was so hot. I think she had the hots for me. She kind of... I saw her at a party later on. She kind of told me that, and I was like, what? I was so young whenever I took that class. I was like, what, you did? I saw her at a party. She was my French teacher in college. I saw her at a party later. Blew my mind. Okay. Back to painting. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna... sorry, I didn't explain any of that. I got some raw sienna, mixed that in with my white. And pretty light color, so lots of white. Kind of a cream color here, right? Again, I want to make thin lines, so I'm gonna lay it down flat and pull it through. If it's really thick and blobby, I might scrape some off on the side. But let's flatten our brush out. Sometimes you take a paper towel and kind of squeeze it and it'll flatten your brush out a little bit. Okay, so anyway, I'm just going to put some of these... I'm going to try to do these light. I'm going to try to drag with as little pressure as possible so I get as thin of lines as possible. I'm really not even worried about where I put these, just kind of throughout my tree. I wouldn't really worry about this. If you just do some lines next to each other, it's going to kind of look like wood, you know? It's going to kind of look like tree wood grain, you know? Wood grain gripping with my wood paint dripping with my wood grain gripping. I like my beat down low and my top lay back. Sorry. Every time I think of wood grain, that's what I think of. That lyric from that T.I. song. Because I'm 73 years old. Lonely at the top.
I'ma keep my mind focused so I'm never at the bottom, no. It's
Lonely at the top.
Keep my circle looking right so there's never any problems, yeah. It's lonely at the top. They can say they want it all, but won't sacrifice a little bit. It's lonely at the top. And when you carve your own lane, ain't no ceiling that you ever hit. Yeah. I see another mountain, got a ways to go, ways to go.
Hey, there we go. Look, there's our trees. Wow. Congratulations. Let's take a quick shot, okay? And then we're gonna put our greens in our trees, and then we'll be done, okay? Oh, this blow dryer is so much better. I'm kind of happy my other one died because now I have a great one. Look. Shot. D's? D sweet? Is that French or Spanish? D sweet? I think that's French. D's neuf? D's neuf wheat? D's wheat? D sweet sounds like D's neuf sounds like D's nuts, kind of, you know? Alright, Joel, come on, clean it up, Joel. Come on, Joel, you're better than this. I'm not better than this. This is the best I can do. Okay. You know, let's take our round brush. Let's go back and kind of get some green. Yellow and blue mixed together here. Make ourselves a nice green. Okay, now here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take this green, we're gonna start just kind of spackling in some flowers. Now, you could do the dabbing effect. Maybe I'm just gonna kind of go... do kind of this effect that I was doing in the grass. Now I can kind of go any which way I want. I can go left, right, top, bottom, curvy, angle, whatever I want. I'm kind of just like... I just want to kind of imagine where my clumps of trees are, right? Or clumps of leaves are. Like that. There we go. Well, there's a little clump. The Clumps. Remember that movie, that Eddie Murphy movie, The Clumps? No one cares, Joel. Sorry. Sorry, everybody. No one cared. My bad. Just thought of The Clumps for a minute. I don't know. I just thought of it. I'm sorry. I said it. Sometimes I just say things, you know? Hey, look at that. Hey, look at that. There's some green spots. Let's take a lot more yellow now and some white. Whole bunch of yellow and white here. Let's get a nice light green now. And let's put some of this in. Okay, great. Let's be a little more thoughtful here. Maybe here's our clumps. I'm gonna take some going this way. Let's try to mix it up, you know? Let's do some of this, some of that. You know, I think dabbing would be good. God. Need a good dabbing brush. This brush is too fine, it's too clean and If you have a brush that's beaten up, that's good for dabbing. Let's put some big clumps of the light green while I got the thick paint on my brush. There we go. Now it's running out. Now I can take my brush. When I have hardly any paint on my brush, that's when you can kind of get these little cool effects. Whenever it's thick with paint, you just get blobs like this. It kind of doesn't look very natural or anything. Once it dries out, you can kind of dab it like this, and you get that rough texture. It looks more realistic. More realistic. Okay, let's get more realistic. You want to get realistic? Let's talk about... I don't know what to talk about. No. Hey, look at that. We got some trees in there. Look at us. Wow. You know, I think I'm gonna call it good there. I like this painting. I'm happy with it. Let's take our brush and let's sign our name. I'm gonna take light purple. You can pick any color you want, but I'm gonna take, I think light purple kind of look cool down here. So I'm gonna take my, boom, look at that signature. Sweet. Okay, let's paint our bottom edge and let's figure out the winner of the Trivia question. I think it's going to be no one, because no one really guessed at all. Surprise, surprise. No one watched today, so I'm not surprised about that. So, I'm gonna message my friend Johnny though and say, hey, sorry dude, you were wrong. Thanks for guessing, but it turns out best flavors. Oh, Savannah's here. Look at her. Well, I'm almost done. I'm gonna answer the trivia question. And okay, so again, so there's the final steps now. Your chalk lines, just wait till the painting dries and you can wash all that off, wipe it all off, okay? Okay, so again, today's trivia question, just to go back through, today was National Garlic Day. There's a guy with, who was harvesting some big garlics. He was very happy, good for him. And then everybody's doing these AI art-generated selfies. So I did some. Here's one. That's an AI-generated selfie of me. I don't know, not as flattering as a lot of people's, but that's what I got. I don't know what that blue. I think I have cancer on my. I have a bruise on my face, I think. This is a monkey with a banana on his head. So today's trivia question was: what's the best Gatorade flavor? A red, B blue, C light blue, D yellow, E magenta, F mauve, G green, or H cookies and cream. Correct answer was C light blue. Sorry Johnny, only person that guessed today who guessed red. You are wrong. The correct answer was light blue. Sorry. So no one wins a painting today because the only person that guessed, it's too late, Savannah. Sorry. I mean, I guess you can have one anyway because I have too many, so you can have one. But hey, thank you guys for watching, and have a good Wednesday, and congratulations to Savannah who gets a free painting. So hey, till next time, keep trucking. I love y'all. Goodbye.